Hello everyone, what's everybody's doing? And today we're doing is part 4 of my reaction to Smuggling Footage, World's Wildest Police Video, Season 2, Episode 15. So if this was part 3, go watch it before you watch this one, but this is part 4. So hope you guys like it. If you guys put big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, turn notifications, and let's get started.
All of this, you hear the sound of metal crushing metal. The officer's first concern is to determine whether anyone in the victim's car is hurt. And though both people are injured, the victims are 100% supportive of Officer Kolazinski's actions.
He did what he needed to do. Kolazinski needed to get him off the road. He could have killed more people if he wouldn't have hit us. He could have gone on and killed somebody, and it would have been worse than what it was. The police were excellent.
Officer Kolazinski received the victim's endorsement, but then he received something totally unexpected. A wedding invitation.
When we were getting married, we realized that Kolazinski is the one that saved us and brought us together, because the accident, it really drew us closer, and he's the one that made that happen for us. I mean, he really made us realize how much we needed each other.
In law enforcement's effort to catch a drunk driver, Stephanie Frost and her husband became unfortunate victims who got a miraculous second chance at life. This 18-year-old was charged with driving under the influence and aggravated vehicular assault. He was lucky it wasn't manslaughter. Coming up,
somebody got stabbed here.
on world's wildest police videos, a walk on the wild side.
You better stop.
Where a police dog's bite is worse than its bark. And a suburban bully
Put your hands up.
rumbles for his turf. Come see where the wild things are. Next. Danger in the air.
Better stop.
A neighborhood bully. A poisonous woman. A murderous plot.
Somebody got stabbed here.
Officers can never predict who's going to be dangerous.
Sometimes.
Yeah, it's true, nobody can predict what's gonna happen. They can't predict what's gonna happen
You
next.
never know what you're going to find.
Camden County, Georgia. Lieutenant Greg Jackson is pulled over to assist a car on the roadside, but the driver is nowhere in sight. He questions the woman sitting in the passenger seat.
And I asked her, was everything okay? And she didn't really answer, and then she looked back down toward the woods, and I knew something was wrong.
He's about to find out something is very wrong. Right now, as he is talking to her, a violent assault is occurring in the woods off screen.
I just wished I was maybe 3 minutes quicker.
Lieutenant Jackson goes to check in with dispatch, but before he can, a man emerges from the woods.
What's going on, man? What's going on? I use the bathroom.
And I said, you got any ID? And when he reached in his back pocket, came out with the ID, that's when I noticed the blood on his hands.
Stand right here in front of the car for you for a second, okay?
The suspect does as he's told. The lieutenant calls for backup.
23, 26. A guy come out of the woods, got blood all over his hands. He ain't too coherent right now.
While they wait, Jackson confronts the man.
Where'd you get all your blood from on your hand from? I ain't got no blood on my hand. Yeah, you do? What is that? You know, they was fighting. Where at?
When backup arrives, Lieutenant Jackson goes to question the woman. Her story doesn't match up.
I got cut in the leg.
They cut the leg. Who did?
No, I got my leg cut in the
Suddenly, he spots a screwdriver lying just outside the passenger door.
I noticed that the screwdriver had about 1.5 inches of blood on the shank of it.
Hey, Bob, somebody got stabbed here. There's a screwdriver blood on it.
Jackson grills the suspect.
Who got stabbed with a screwdriver? Now, you expect there's blood all the way up that screwdriver like you punched him something now.
He knows he's on to something big. While deputies pat down the man, Jackson confronts the woman.
Can you step out of the vehicle for me? Whose screwdriver?
Don't belong to me.
Whose blood?
this was not right. She looked down in the woods and looked back up at me, and that's when she was getting nervous. She was starting to panic. She knew that I shouldn't have been there. I came at the wrong time.
Anybody else out here in the woods?
He doesn't believe her. He sends deputies to search in the woods. While the woman is led to the cruiser, they find the body of a 70-year-old man just beyond the tree line.
Hey, get a squad, somebody go. 1123 Cam, give me a squad up for 1018. 1018. We have a homicide.
The woman breaks down, but the man stays composed.
He was calm, like nothing happened.
The suspects were drifters who had hitched a ride with the man just so they could steal his car. They ended up killing him for it. Both pled guilty for their horrible crime. Now she's serving 10 years in prison. He's serving life.
So I thought this was just going to be a routine disabled vehicle. I just wished I was maybe 3 minutes quicker stopping this vehicle. I probably could have saved him. Because I know when I pulled up, he was still killing him at the time when I pulled up.
Lieutenant Jackson thought he was helping a pair of stranded travelers, but incredibly, he found himself in the wrong place at the right time and caught a pair of murderers, literally red-handed.
Anybody traveling on the interstate or any roadway really should have a mobile phone. If you run into car problems, pull over, put your four-ways on, and just don't trust strangers.
Dealing with the unknown goes with being a police officer. In this job, the only certainty is that nothing is certain, except danger. From the brazen to the bizarre. You better stop. From the hot-headed to the cold-blooded. Police officers see it all. There's no such thing as a typical crime. But there are some incidents that are definitely out of the ordinary. Long Beach, California. This suburban neighborhood is being terrorized, not by gangs, but by a local bully. The man has harassed, threatened, even robbed his helpless neighbors. Now the police are going undercover to catch this bully in the act.
He's approaching the bus stop right now on the south side.
They stake out an area near the man's house.
Right now he's on the south side of the street.
An undercover officer poses as a homeless drunk. An easy target for someone who preys on the weak. The suspect wastes no time. Seeing his victim is intoxicated, he grabs the man's wallet. The officer struggles to hold on, but the bully fights him until he manages to rip the wallet away.
He's got his money. He's got his money. Come on in. He's walking away with his money.
The police move in. The suspect realizes he's made a big mistake and tries to run. But his helpless victim is right there, ready to take this thug down. For weeks, this bully fed on his neighbor's fear. He had all the power. Let's see how much bullying he'll do in prison. The police are trained to prepare for anything, because sooner or later, that anything is bound to happen. Lowndes County, Georgia. A sheriff's deputy stops a woman for driving recklessly.
Ma'am, I need to see your driver's license.
Like many women, the driver carries pepper spray for her protection. Without warning, she blinds the officer with the spray. Then she speeds off.
1078, Division 1078, I think I've been sprayed now.
The deputy is immobilized by the painful attack. He can't even start to pursue the suspect until his vision returns. Our crew is riding with another officer when the call comes in. Lowndes deputies respond quickly. They locate the fleeing suspect several miles up the highway, and she's not stopping for anything. When we come back, this breakneck chase reaches the point of no return. Coming up on World's Wildest Police Videos, Lowndes County Police chase the pepper-spraying fugitive to the end of the line.
There's a dead end up here.
Next, a run on the license plate reveals that the pepper-spraying woman has an arrest record. She weaves through traffic, pushing her Grand Prix past 100 miles an hour. When she moves into the right lane, officers grab the chance to block her in. Go, 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 go. The suspect sees the trap and veers off the highway, not slowing for an instant.
I'm actually gonna watch this real quick before I end the video.
But on the two-lane road, this lady desperado goes even faster. She'd rather kill herself than go back to jail. Her Pontiac flies down the straightaway like a jet. The suspect doesn't realize she's almost running out of road.
3 to 20, you realize there's a dead end up here. 3 to 26, are you coming in from Airport Road? Okay, we'll have her boxed in. If you'll block that road right there, she ain't got nowhere to go. That bridge is out.
The deputies turn up the heat. In her panic, the suspect makes a serious mistake. The woman turns onto a dead end. Suddenly, she has nowhere to go.
Watch out for a bailout up here.
She makes a last-ditch effort to reach the woods on foot. But one police unit has a K-9 officer on board. The dog races after the fleeing suspect. When the woman sees the K-9, she wisely stops running and lies on the ground. The deputies make sure the woman isn't holding her pepper spray. They don't want any more casualties. This time, she cooperates. To get away from police, this female felon maced the deputy. She wanted to stay out of jail. She turned what would have been a few months into several years behind bars. Every day, police officers try to prepare for...
Alright guys, I'm gonna end the video here. I'll see you guys for tomorrow for another for part 5 for another video. Alright guys, there you go. Goodbye. Have a good day or night.